Hello, my friends. I just spent a weekend out dancing under the stars, drumming around a fire, and finding a part of myself that has been trying to get out since I was a kid. There's a piece of me that has been screaming to be released since I can remember. Sometimes I think van life is about Instagram-worthy destinations where you park your van and you take a picture and you share it with everyone and you show how beautiful it is, and maybe some of it is traveling around and seeing beautiful places, or just not having to pay rent, or sometimes van life is because you have no other option. But every once in a while, I think van life is a journey that starts out as wanting that Instagram-worthy experience, and then suddenly you find yourself in the desert around a drum circle. So this weekend, I wasn't actually planning to come here, but I got a last-minute invitation from a friend of mine, and I almost didn't come because it's in the middle of nowhere, and I didn't know if I could get my van down this road. I didn't know what to expect. I have a lot of anxiety being around a whole bunch of people, but I pushed past my comfort zone because I felt like I needed to be here and experience this, and turns out it was exactly what I needed to find another piece of myself that I have been pushing away forever and has been trying so hard to come out. And I found myself around the fire this weekend, sitting on a box drum next to a couple of guys who invited me to play. An amazing woman who is an incredible teacher and passionate about hand drums, and they just started playing, and I started joining in, and then they just started watching me and encouraging me and telling me that I had natural talent for this. Then I spent hours drumming, and my hands are sore and bruised. I can feel the swelling in my hands and my palms, and it feels amazing. And then the second night, last night, there were a few people that came to the drum circle, but towards the end, for a couple of hours, it was just me and two beautiful, amazing people who encouraged me to share my drum voice, my inner drummer, my soul beat, I guess. And we just played, and I just moved, and I just drummed, and I just let it all out. And it was everything I have been called in my soul to move with music from as far back as I can remember. I have always been fascinated and drawn to drum players, whether that's in 80s videos on MTV, watching them bang on the drums in a full kit, or just having to stop and just listen and feel it. When I'm walking through a city and somebody is busking and using a hand drum of some kind, I love the drum lines. I love walking through the mall and seeing the kids on their earbuds and they're air drumming and they're banging on everything. And that was me, and it's always been me. And I remember in 5th grade, I will never forget it because it put me on a path that changed my life. I don't know what my life would have been like if I hadn't had this happen, but when I was in 5th grade and we had to go into band class or art class, I chose band because I so badly wanted to play the drums. And it was a tiny little school. There were only a few spots available for drummers, and instead of giving us all a chance who wanted to drum, instead of auditioning kids to see if they had any natural talent at all for an instrument that they begged to play, my band instructor at the time, the band teacher, picked all boys and one girl. Thankfully, one of my dearest childhood friends, Karen, got to be that girl. But I got handed a French horn. And all I could do was watch other people play the drums. So after about a week and a half, I gave up and I went into art instead, which took me down a completely different path than if I had been able to discover my natural talent for drumming. I've always moved, I have always swayed, I have always been on beat, I have always loved dancing to the beat of the drum, and this weekend I got to hit them and play them and learn and let myself just be and play my voice, the voice that is inside of me, that has been trying to get out for my whole life. After my divorce, I treated myself to some real drum lessons. I got to go to 3, and then I couldn't afford it anymore. And so I just put that dream on hold, and I told myself I was going to be a badass grandma on the drums someday. And that was always on my bucket list to do. And then a couple years later, I went for a African drum and dance weekend, and it was amazing. And I felt that, I found my inner drummer, but it was so structured, and I was a beginner, and there were so many people, and it just was, you just play the part you were given, and there was no letting my own voice out. And I don't know how the universe works. I'm not a religious person. I am not really a spiritual person, but I feel like maybe I was supposed to wait, because now I can go to drum circles. I can meet random strangers in the desert and play drums around a fire. I don't have to worry about my kids, a husband, a partner. It's just me and the person I am in here, and that little girl who was told no. You can't play the drums. got to beat the shit out of a drum for hours. And feel the energy and the joy and the complete soul happiness that she's been waiting for her whole life. And I don't even know what to do with these feelings right now. I have music in me, and it needs to come out. And whether I'm dancing or drumming or even an air kazoo, sometimes I'll just do an air kazoo for no reason. But I don't want to hold her in anymore. She waited 49 years to come out. I just want to remind people not to give up on your dreams. This drum me feels so much more alive today. I feel like I'm this puzzle that was dropped on a floor, and some of the pieces got kicked under the couch and the recliner, and I've been searching for them my whole life, trying to put me back together and see what I'm supposed to look like without all these holes inside of me. And this weekend I found a piece, a big piece, like the centerpiece where my heart goes. When I started this journey and I left Washington, my plan was to just go and take pictures and see pretty places and share what I learned. And now I want to go around and find as many freaking drum circles as I can. I'm gonna have to get a rooftop carrier for all of my stuff so that I can just get a drum and I can learn and I can release and I can play when I want to play, where I want to play. I just want those of you out there who have dreams to know that sometimes it doesn't come when you want it. Sometimes it comes when you least expect it, and then it changes your freaking life. Anyways, thanks for listening to me ramble. I didn't really record this for anybody but myself, so that I can document this moment in time for me. If you have watched this all the way through and you're still watching, thank you for coming along with me on this journey. But this is my journey, and this channel is for me. I also like that I am able to help other people, but this video in particular is mine, and I am allowing you to share in this moment with me. And I hope some of it has moved you to move something up on your bucket list to the top and make it happen and see where your life takes you. I'm going to compose myself and get back out there and go thank the two people who I think just changed my life and set me on a path to a me that I have been waiting to meet since as long as I can remember. Thank you for following along and subscribing. please say hello, leave me comments. I love to interact with people. If you enjoy my videos and want to get notification that I have posted, please subscribe and then hit the bell button, and it will let you know when I have added something to my story. You know what time it is. It's time to dance. Stay weird, friends.